Hey guys, we're at Marshall, Bletchley, Milton Keynes, and we're testing one of the best amps ever in history. It's the Marshall 1959, played by all the greats, Jimi Hendrix, you name them, Eric Clapton. It only has 3 minor problems. It's 100 watts, so it's really, really loud. But if you turn it all the way down, it can sound a little shrill. And also, it's a very clean amp, and it only really goes into overdrive if you turn it all the way up, which is, yeah, not good for the neighbors. So Marshall found a way to correct these 3 things. Steve, what can you tell me about these 3 mods?
Yeah, so as you can see, there's 3 additional switches and an extra pot, which you can see here, hiding away. You mentioned volume earlier. This has now got a master volume, okay, which is actually pre-tone stack. A lot of people put it post-phase, so it's just a general Plexi with a master volume. We've gone for the pre-tone stack, which does give it a different sound, and it retains all the thickness of the tone when you turn it down. We found that was a better result for this particular style of modded amp.
But also, a lot of people love the sound of this amp, but it's too loud for any situation, unless you're in a stadium. So this is really the perfect solution for that.
I mean, as you can see, we sat next to this and we're playing it today, which usually would not be able to do. It'd be deafening if I sat this close usually. So I've turned the master volume down a little bit. But as with all the Plexis, the volume control, I'm plugged into the high treble channel. If you try and turn it down to get it to any kind of controllable volume, you get this real shrill, bright, sharp sound. That's because of the bright cap. Now, the bright cap in these amps, the more you turn them up, gets blended out of the signal. So you get all the goodness the more you turn it up. If you want to turn it down, then you're kind of stuck, really, unless you jump the channels. So we've added the bright cap switch here, and all that does is basically
take that cap out.
Some people used to snip them out back in the day, but it gives you the option to have it or not now. So with and without, you end up with much more usable sound.
If you, of course, now it's a very low volume.
And compared to
which makes your ears bleed, more or less. Okay, so that's mod number 1.
And then, so as well as the bright cap switch, we've added this gain switch, if you like, which will give you additional gain.
Overdrive, because these are known for a really loud, clean sound. Very, you got a lot going on, a lot of, very nice brittle sounds in the top end, and a lot of low end.
So what I can do, even at this volume, without having to crank the thing, I can engage the to get some breakup. Now, to get a 59 to do that, usually we can't sit anywhere near the thing because it's too loud.
And you have actually 2 types of sound, types of overdrive.
That's correct, and that's the other switch here on the left. So you've basically got clip-in or transistor. So it's 2 styles of getting the extra gain. They both
a diode versus a transistor.
And obviously, like a diode is very similar to what you get in a lot of overdrive pedals, that kind of thing. So it's got a different feel and response. Whereas transistor has probably got more gain, but you get also a lot of cut in the general volume, which again is handy having the extra volume now because you can compensate. What you do is you find the sound you like, set and forget kind of thing. So it just gives you more options. So again,
so let's say if you generally play at lower volume, you can just preset them like you just did.
So like this, I want that kind of cleaner, too clean. I can bring that clipping in, play around with the bright cap.
So this is the clipping, and then this is the transistor.
This is the transistor now, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit more, just because it reduces the volume, but it's more aggressive.
Of course, we didn't play with the tone, but
No, we haven't
obviously
touched that.
you can also do that to
Yeah.
compensate a little more, a little less.
But again, I can't stress enough to get those kind of levels of gain, particularly if I turn the volume up on the traditional volume of the channel.
Much
Yeah.
more workable.
Exactly.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fact that I'm sat next to the thing, you know,
Yeah, normally it wouldn't.
I'm getting more gain than I would out of this amp usually turned up full.
Yeah, we sold 3 of these, you know, with a special cane
Yes.
look to Dennis Valet, who's in cane, and I was on stage with him with a sound check. And it was like absolutely ear blistering sound,
Right,
but
yeah.
really nice.
Yeah.
But only because it was in a, like
So
a
loud,
super
though.
large,
Yeah.
space.
Yeah. Yeah, so it definitely makes it more usable. But again, you can still go and play those arenas with this.
Yeah.
You can turn the thing right up still. You've still got all the same options you have on the
But it
original.
just gives you more control.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. You've got a standard 59 with everything bypassed, but like I say, if you want the additional gain, you want to play cleaner, so you can remove that bright cap.
Yeah.
You've got those options in there as well.
The thing is, you have to go a little bit further. You have to tweak and twiddle a little bit, but then you get a sound that is unmatchable by any
Yes.
other amp. I mean, it's so big.
Yeah,
Not sure if it comes across on video, but in this room, it's like, phew,
yeah.
nice. So, come to Maxguitar and try one of these. They're amazing. Thank you, Timo.